Namaskar. Thanks to all of you for your kind cooperation in the astrological journey. Today's topic is very interesting with the present life situations. We are concentrating on the mind, on the Venus, Sukra Dev, the one of the most benefic planet, auspicious planet. Now, Shukra is the seeds of the life, the semens, actually sperm coming from the male and ovum coming from the female union and makes the seeds new birth. And the present life is coming, full of amenities, full of luxury, full of vehicles, full of computerized world. All are awaiting that. So this is a very complicated world. Shukra or Venus is not responsible. In any house out of 12 zodiac sign, in every sign, only one planet, Shukra Dev, is beneficial in every house. No doubt, Shukra has exalted position in Pisces, mean Shukra is debilitated in Virgo sign. Shukra own sign is Taurus. Shukra own sign is Libra. And Shukra is very strong in the orthotrikon, 216. That means Taurus sign, Vrishabh Rashi. Then it is Virgo, Kanya Rashi. Then it is Capricorn, Makar Rashi. So Shukra is very important one, and in the today's periods, every person, not only astrological person, should acquire about the planet the knowledge of Venus for their life and to the achieved the target, that in job, profession, talented work, creative work. Shukra is the lord of creations, creativity. So Venus is very important for every person. That may be in job, in marriage, in love, in romance, in relationship, in creative world, everywhere. In the present time, Shukra Dev is there. And already told, Shukra is not responsible for any negative situation of a particular person. Why separations? Why divorce? Why not mature the relationship? Not because of the Venus, but other planets. And sometimes what happens on Venus, on Shukra Dev, in the Gochar or transit, the cruel planet like Mars is transiting, cruel planet like Sun is transiting, or malefic planet like Rahu is transiting, giving difficult time. So Shukra is wholly benefic planets. Out of 4 benefic planets, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Moon, Shukra is very soft and it is always giving positive results. But native have to be cautious about their inherent energy. First question generally arises. Shukra is the seeds of life, no doubt. But how can we diagnose a person having positive Shukra, positive Venus or negative Venus? It is the aura. Just sitting beside the person, you are getting charmed. And that is coming from the aura of the persons. That is positive Shukra. Another person that cannot charm you, but by so many things he attracts you. That when the other forces come into the play to show his strong Venus, that is negative Shukra. So positive Shukra, that is also aura, Negative Shukra, that is also aura of the native. Another interesting point is that every planet with respect to Saturn, Shani Maharaj, gets some negative characteristics except Shukra. Shukra and Shani combination in Juti in 1-7 position or Saturn in the aspect of Venus also giving too much wealth, prosperity, honor, rewards, peace, love, romance, all are theirs. So in this period, material world full of love, romance, vehicles, mansions, creative one, aesthetic one, Shukra is theirs. So we have to make more cultivate about the Shukradev. Shukradev is actually the son of Bhigu Rishi, makes 1,000 yards of Penashi, Tapasya, on the feet of Shiva, Lord Shiva, Mahadev, and get the blessings of Sanjivani Shakti. That is in present world, medical science. In medical science, what in the threshold of making the child is coming. That is taking the cements and making the child. It is the so much old period, but the development is day to day coming in the present world to make the native full of joy and full of life. So that is Shukradev. Now Shukradev, some negative point also come arise from the point of view where Shukra is posited. Then the 6, 8, 12 from that Venus is a Trik Bhava. If that places a negative planet posited, inauspicious planet posited, that makes also negative results. So suppose conjunction we are coming, suppose Venus Rahu conjunction is there, it is not bad, giving too much wealth. But Venus Shukra conjunction is there, over that Mars is transiting, Ketu is transiting, then your wealth going towards the disease. You may be a cancer patient. So that is also there. When 3 planets either in conjunction or with the respect of Gochor have any connections, then that to be critically analyzed. Shukra is not responsible and conjunction is also not responsible. But the third party enter here makes the thing very positive or very negative one. Now, first of all, I am coming to the Kalpurush Kundali. Every house, what will be the effect? And the conjunction of Shukra, other planets, how it will give too much wealth, prosperity, honor, rewards in life. And in the end point, 3 example charts to clarify how the position of the Venus in the human life, that will be makes the clarity of our discussions. Now coming to the Kalpurush. Now coming to Kalpurush Kundali. Shukra in different house, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and so on, coming to the 11th, 12th house. That will be discussed, no doubt. What will be the impact? 1st house Venus, 2nd house Venus, 3rd house Venus, 4th house Venus. We are coming to that point. Prior to that, we are coming to the conjunction that is very important, mainly Saturn Venus conjunctions. It may be D1 chart or it may be D9 chart. In both the chart, when Saturn Venus conjunction is there, then what happens? Native gets too much wealth, prosperity in life, Also, that depends upon in which zodiac sign that conjunction is taking place. But generally, in Venus Saturn conjunction in Navansha Kundali D9, what happens? The age of the female will be more than that of the male. And the female is very much energetic compared to the male partners. Both are great citizen, no doubt. They have too much busy in their professions, but the female will be more energetic, more clever, and in some cases age or older also compared to male. Venus Jupiter conjunction in the ninth house or in the seventh house or fifth house also makes the native too much prosperity on that zodiac sign. Suppose in the ninth house, in D9 chart, Venus Saturn conjunction is there in the house of fortune, native get too much wealth. Venus Saturn conjunctions in the fifth house, there may be the conjugal life, love, romance will be there. Generally, Saturn avoid the love and romance, but with respect to his friends, when they are conjoined, the new dimension is coming out. And also in the seventh house. Seventh house, big businessmen, partnership business. Spouse will differ, spouse will get all kinds of luxury comfort herewith. And also cordial relationship with mother, if fourth house have some relationship with the seventh house. So Venus Saturn conjunction is very important. Now coming to Venus Rahu. If Venus Rahu conjunction in the 12th house, giving too much money by foreign business, by the transfer of products, and also by the any kind of foreign trade, native gets too much wealth. When Venus Rahu in 12th house, or in other house also, in 10th house, in it may be 4th house, it may be 2nd house, giving too much wealth. Venus Rahu conjunctions. But we already told this conjunction is very good, giving too much wealth. But when in the transit, in the gochor, we have to choose, we have to check which planet is transiting over that conjunction, Venus Rahu. If aggressive planet transiting like Mars, like Sun, then some negative effect, that means ill health or health problem may arise. So Venus Rahu gives too much wealth, but the third planet in the transit, which will take part in that event, may make the event negative. Now Venus Moon, very strong, giving too much wealth in the chart of Lionel Messi in the 4th house, so much wealth is there. But if moon is ill placed, their moon is very strong in case of Lionel Messi. But if moon is ill placed, like in the Vrishik Rashi, Scorpion, in that case, moons have the cheating nature. So native will also be cheated when Venus Moon conjunction is there, provided moon is in negative house. So conjunction is important, but we have to check the chart very carefully. Which planet is transiting over that house, over that planet. Now Jupiter Venus, very good conjunction. Jupiter Venus both are the significator of wealth, significator of love, romance, wisdom, all are there with Jupiter and Venus. Suppose Jupiter and Venus in the case of Scarlett Johansson's in the 12th house, giving too much prosperity, honor, rewards. But if over that Rahu is transiting, or Mars is transiting, or Sun is transiting, gives some problem. So that to be keep in mind. So Venus Saturn conjunction Juti very good. Venus Rahu is also very good. Venus Jupiter also same. Venus Moon also same. Venus Mercury very intelligent. Venus is the symbol of wealth. Mercury is the intelligence. Native may get so much wealth from different kind of business, not a single business. Native may be so much intelligence and takes the risks and get so much wealth, prosperity in life when Venus, Mercury is the friend of Venus, is there. Actually, Venus is exalted in the Pisces sign and debilitated in the Virgo sign. But when in the Virgo sign, Venus and Mercury both are posited, native will be too much intelligent, too much wealthy. So just by exaltation we cannot mean the native will be wealthy, native have so much finance, native have so much enjoyment in married life, not that. In the 12th house, no doubt, that is the question of enjoyment, but it is also restrictedly thinking about the native. In that enjoyment, native should take with him, with his spouse. If spouse and the native both are there in the enjoyment place or try to get enjoyment from the Prakriti, nature, then that will be benefited. But if any one person is there in spiritual place also, that is not good. So for getting the divine blessing of Venus, the couple should be always in contact. One couple should not make false anything to the others. That will be very harmful and may take our present day situations, so many love, so many efforts. In the house there is a married life, house and wife. Outside in the office there is another combinations. So native have to be cautious about that. These are the position, these are the cause for separation, for relationship problem, for divorce, etc. all. So in this particular era, both the couples should be aware about the knowledge of Shukradev, about the knowledge of Venus. Now the conjunction we try to giving more to the you, but it will be big videos. But Venus itself is not making any type of mistakes. Its conjunction also beneficial, but third party entry makes it is very much complicated. Suppose in the 7th house Venus posited with Saturn, with Rahu and also Moon, 4 planets are there. Here Moon will be cheating one. Moon is a very benefic planet. Also is the money, the liquid money. But when the complicated situation, more than 3 planets are involved in transit or conjunction or aspect, Moon makes some cheating phenomenon. So that is have to be borne in mind. Generally Jupiter's not making any disturbance of any kind of conjunction of Venus, also in the transit, also in the gochar. But that is not very good in case of Rahu or Mars or Sun, etc. So this is very much important thing in present life. We have to analyze the chart with conjunction, with aspect, with transit and the transiting planet over the Venus. That is very important. Few points about the position of Venus in 12 zodiac sign. Suppose in Aries sign Venus is posited, native will be very good looking, but natives seventh aspect on the seventh house, and always in the Kalpurus Kundali, first house lord is Mars, so Martian effect, and sun is exalted therewith. Sun inherent effect is there. So in that case, though native will be very good looking, but it is not the black or white or others, good complexions. But here the spouse will be more dominating on the native when Venus is posited in first house. In second house, when Venus is posited in Taurus sign, native's face is very much good looking and attractive. In third house, when Venus is posited, native gets support of sibling and other females. Here sometimes when Venus is posited in third house, extramarital efforts may be there, and support from the female world to the male is very much in every event of life will be there. Third house Venus. When Venus comes to the fourth house, it is the signification house of the Venus, but it is the actually lordship goes to moon. So here also that is something not cordial with the mother relationship. When Venus is positive, native is more interested about his vehicles, about his wealth, about his luxury, comfort, etc. Now Venus, when coming to the fifth house is knowledge, creativity, creation, progeny, children, wealth. What happens here when Venus is posited therewith? A native should not be in the love efforts. Native should not be in any kind of relationship. Then native get the, after all, the enjoyable midlife. But if native somehow in the fifth house love in romance, and that makes the native very problematic. Since the present world is very complicated, and here when Venus is posited in the fifth house, actually this is the house of sun. The Venus already have some extra energy that is there. But native may be a good creative person, native may be a celebrity one, native may be a great actor, native may be a great cricketer, footballer, all possibles. Native may be a celebrity. Now Venus in the sixth house Bhargava sign, Venus is debilitated, no doubt. But if the debilation dispositor, Bhargava dispositor is Mercury, the Mercury is strongly placed in the chart, like in Gemini sign. In that case, native will be very much intelligent, already told. Native may be in so many entrepreneurship or endeavor or business, native would get success. Native also repay the loan from the financial institutions. Native also crack the competitive examinations since the house of Mercury. So here Venus is something different. Venus enjoyment in the 12th house. Venus luxury in the 12th house. Comfort in 12th house. But here Venus is more wealthy, more knowledgeable in the 6th house. Now coming to the Libra sign, 7th house, own sign of Venus. Here Karak Bhav Nashayo. So point what is that? In this house, generally Saturn is exalted and Sun is debilitated. So Sun and Saturn inherent energy is there in that house. So Venus in that house giving Karako Bhav Nashayo. Though the natives spouse will be good looking, wealthy, all are there, but so much so good the married life is not there, since Karak Bhav Nashayo effect is coming from the internal energy of Saturn and Sun. Now coming to the 8th house. 8th house is the depth house. It is the dark house. It is the stress. It is the transformation, occult. It is beneath the soil. That means the petroleum. That means the coal and other mines also. So this is the house of technological effect. So here if Venus is posited, the giving the 7th aspect on his own sign, So this is one kind of Raj Yoga. Native gets too much wealth, but problem is that 8th house Venus generally not giving good married life. 8th house Venus in this house, spouse may be so much aggressive with respect to the native. So 8th house posited Venus is there. Native have to be cautious about his spouse behavior. Spouse should be modest, then he will get the enjoyment in life. Now coming to the 9th house. 9th house, Devguru Brihaspati get the lordship. Spiritual house. Venus here get so much comfortability. A native may be getting the blessing of father, teacher and placed in the society. Native may go abroad with his partners, with his spouse and get enjoyment. That also possible there. Native may be a gay teacher and also get the support of his partner. All divine blessing is there for conjugal life when Venus is posited in Sagittarius sign. Now here problem when Venus coming to the Capricorn sign, actually it is the friend's house, Saturn house, but here is problem. If Venus, the person is married, so there is the married life in his home. Here this is the professional house. He or she may be involved with so many partners. If native is not so cautious, the native married life will be destroyed. So that to be think about that. Otherwise, 10th house Venus, native may be last like a king. Native gets so much wealth, prosperity, honor, rewards, everything. Native from that house, Venus aspecting the 4th house, a mother, wealth, also the vehicles, friend circle, all will be very strong. Now 11th house Venus, very strong. Here native should be more cordial to the spouse. If spouse manage the house, then the native would get more success. The 11th house Venus. If spouse is managing the house, native will get all comfort, all luxury, all thing of human life. Native may be there. But if native neglect in this house the partner, then there may be so much problem. From here Venus aspecting the 5th house of knowledge, 5th house of Tantra Shakti, 5th house of Mantra Shakti, all will be there. So black magic is also possible if 11th house Venus is posited there. Now coming to the 12th house. Only the planet Venus is exalted in 12th house, generally in mean sign, Pisces. Other houses, other zodiac sign, also Venus in the 12th house getting so much compatibility. Here it is the solitude, here is the aloneness is there, and native try to enjoy as his or her desire. That is there in the 12th house Venus. Generally 12th house Venus having so much wealth, prosperity and living the life, very luxury life native may leading. That not depends upon how much wealth he getting or his income, but his expenditure is not controlled. He is enjoying his life in 12th house when Venus is posited. If here is Jupiter is conjunction, then it will be controlled, it will be more modest. But if here is Rahu or other malefic planet is coming, the native so much extravagant, native so much expenses is there in native life. But ultimately, native try to enjoy his life in 12th house Venus. Coming to the first chart of Elon Musk, world richest person, owner of Tesla, SpaceX, electronic car, so many new technologies there under his business. Date of birth 28 June 1971, time of birth 12 am, Pretoria, midnight. This is the D1 chart of Elon Musk, the bar chart. Today our discussion is Saturn-Venus conjunction is Taurus, very strong, getting so much wealth and prosperity. Not only that, this Saturn-Venus is aspected by Jupiter's in the Scorpion sign, very strong, giving 7th aspect on Venus and Saturn. So he is the richest person of the world, this combination, Venus, Saturn and Jupiter's. Jupiter is the first house and 10th house lord, posited in 9th house, making another Raj Yoga. Not only that, in the 4th house, Sun Mercury Budhaditya Yoga, so many honor, rewards, wealth, all are theirs. 11th house, very strong, day-to-day earning. Mars is exalted thereby with Rahu. And that Mars giving 7th aspect on the house of talent. He is a talented personality. Ketu in the 5th house, new technique is there in this particular bar chart. So Elon Musk is a very intelligent one. And big business is there. And Mercury, the supporting planet, very strong in this chart, making Budhaditya Yoga in Gemini sign. So he is intelligent one. Wisdom is there with Jupiter, and wealth is there with Venus and Saturn in Taurus sign. Now coming to the second example chart, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Date of birth 1st November 1973, time of birth 7:20, place of birth Mangalore. This is the birth chart, D1 chart of Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Ascendant is Libra, Tula Lagna, and the zodiac sign is Sagittarius, Dhanu Rashi. In the Libra sign, Sun is debilitated, but debilitated Sun, when native, is hardworking, dedicated, disciplined, giving so much in the life. So Libra Sun is very strong in any birth chart, though here Sun is debilitated. Now our main attention today is Venus in conjunction. Here Venus, Rahu, Moon conjunction in Sagittarius sign, giving too much prosperity, wealth, all are theirs. Here Venus, the lords of the first house, posited in 3rd house. Native is so much handsome, so much good looking, and one of the famous celebrity of the world and Bollywood actors, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Wealth, here Saturn aspecting on Venus, Saturn-Venus conjunction, and that is also linked with Rahu. So Saturn, Venus, Rahu, Moon conjunction is there. So much prosperity, wealth, honor, rewards with her. Not only that, in the 7th house, Mars is posited in his own sign. So his partner is very strong, from strong family, very strong in his professions. In the 4th house, Jupiter is posited, giving 7th aspect on the 10th house. So he is very much professional, very much cautious about his career. And his speech is controlled by 2nd house, where Mercury is posited. Mercury is intelligence. He is too much intelligent. He behaves too much intelligently prior to giving any kind of speech anywhere. So this is the birth chart of Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Here the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th aspect of Jupiter is coming on the 8th house. So he get inheritance. So much inheritance will be there in his actual positions. Jupiter actually 7th, 8th, 9th aspect on the 12th house. So many relationship with the foreign countries is there with Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. He is a world famous celebrity actor of Bollywood. Now coming to the chart of Gautam Adani, chairman of Adani Group, great industrialist and businessman of India. Date of birth 24 June 1962, time of birth 12 p.m., place of birth Ahmedabad. This is the D1 chart Birth chart of Gautam Adani. Ascendant is Leo, Singha Lagna. Zodiac sign is Aquarius, Kumbha Rashi. Kumbha Rashi, Singha Lagna. Today our topic is Venus. That Venus in 12th house, giving so much pleasure, so much wealth, so much prosperity in life, and Rahu spread it to the foreign nation also. His business is also foreign trade is there with Gautam Adani. Now, not only that, Jupiter very strong position in Kendra house with Moon making Gajkesari joke. So that is also very strong part of the D1 chart of Gautam Adani. Now Saturn is posited in second Upachoya Bhav, Capricorn sign, very strong. And that Saturn aspecting Venus, seventh aspect, Saturn Venus conjunction also giving too much wealth, prosperity, honor, rewards, enjoyment in life. So this is the great chart of Gautam Adani. Not only that, in the house of fortune, that is Mars in his own sign. So he is very much fortunate. From here, Mars giving seventh aspect in the third house of courage, is a courageous business person. Adani Group of industry, well known throughout the world. So this is the great chart. Venus Saturn conjunctions, Venus Rahu conjunction, and Jupiter Moon making the chart very strong with the Mars.